This is my first keynote speech since I became an ambassador. I had thought I would have stopped making speeches as I left being a minister. So it's nice to be here. Now, coming from an academic background, because as you would have noticed, my stint in the political arena was really short. I only entered political arena because I taught the new prime minister. So the new prime minister wanted me as part of her government. She made me a minister of health. I caused chaos. I told doctors they were making mistakes. They hated the fact that I pointed out they were making mistakes. They pleaded for me to get out. So I agreed with them on that plea. So I gave them even much more stress so they would plead louder. And then I was replaced by the MP who I was the campaign manager for in the elections. He's a doctor. He took over. And I thought I would get back to teaching, but I was sent here. And I'm actually the first non-career diplomat posted to Geneva. And the Prime Minister's reason, she said she still wasn't giving me a reason to get out of government. And she wanted someone who supports the government's new trust, as well as someone who can fill that seat in Geneva, because it's very business-oriented and stuff. And from my background in teaching, I had it. It was okay. Now I'm an ambassador. I thought it would have been an easier job. It's not. Because the Minister of Health was harder than teaching. And at lecturing, I had 1,000 students. And the Minister of Health was harder than that. And now as an ambassador, they kind of cheated because they told me it was going to be to Geneva. So I came, but it's not just Geneva. I'm also for Paris, doing UNESCO, and I'm in Bern, and then I'm in Vienna, and I'm the ambassador to Italy, and I'm the ambassador to Austria, and I was like, this is not right. Now, again, from the academic background, I think I have to start, first of all, understanding cultural diversity. So, if any mistakes are here, I finished this with the help of these are actually two of my technical experts from Geneva, and I asked them, help me with this, and they sent me something at 11 o'clock on Tuesday night, and then I sat till 3 o'clock in the morning changing it to me. So they're here to see how the me converts what the diplomat's supposed to say and what the academic will say. So I'm being monitored. Cultural diversity refers to the variety of the makeup, or what we call the multiculturalism, which is not really a good word these days. In Trinidad and Tobago, we were made as kids to learn the words of our national anthem, where every creed and race find an equal place. And then we always ended with, together we aspire, together we achieve. And as a kid, I was proud of saying that. I mean, that was our national anthem. My sister has 6 kids, extremely fertile. And I asked them about the national anthem, and they look at me like I'm speaking another language. Because they don't have to do what we did in school. In school, every morning we started and we placed it, and we were proud to be Trinbagonians. And now they're proud that they know what the latest songs to whatever Nicki Minaj or somebody else is singing. Go with the flow. Enjoy the ride, as wild as it may be. And I am truly a person that goes with the flow. Okay? I mean, I think I am one of the first persons to find someone on the internet and marry them. My staff, who were all older than me, found that they didn't like the guy I had chosen to be my lineman partner. He wasn't of the standard that they felt. So they wanted to sign me up on the internet to find someone different that would match my culture. So to match my culture, they went on the internet and found somebody foreign. I didn't understand the logic, but they wanted to put me on the internet. And they asked me to say something about myself. Describe yourself, the description was. And I put a little of this, a little of that, just enough not to get fat. Okay, that didn't work anymore, but at that time it was true. I've met my husband on All Fool's Day, 1996. He wrote me and said, "Hi, my name is Penguin, and I was Tropical Bear." Okay, I tried to stick with my culture. I was Tropical Bear on the internet. In 2010, the opposition leader, who was one of my former students, said, "Hey, guess what? I want you to run for elections." I was like, "Nope, not interested, don't like politics. Politics is full of liars." But then you have to help one of our persons running. I said, I could do that. That I could do. Stay in the background, use strategy and kind of like persuade students to vote for you. She said, "How are you going to do it?" I said, "Watch me." And when I taught classes, every now and then I would flash a little picture of the potential prime minister in my PowerPoint and find some reason to link her. Because, I have 1,000 students. It could go a long way, right? But I never said I was back in any political party. And she won elections. I called her that night, "Congratulations." And my candidate, he won by a landslide. I was happy. I remember that was a Monday, a Friday morning, 4:30, she calls. She said, "I've been trying to reach you." And I looked at the clock and I'm like, it's 4:30 in the morning. She said, "Well, I need you to be in my government." I said, yeah. I have always voted out the government that was in power. I believe in change. So I lived by the only constant is change. I am actually worried what is going to happen now when elections come in 2015. Am I going to break with my tradition of voting out the government? Do I vote myself out? It's hard, and I will have to make that decision in 2015. I have 2 pages on Facebook, one for my friends and some of the students who still don't want to leave, and one, the public one, because I can't put some of the things that I really want to say on the public one, because then I will be no longer in the public life. And I remember once watching, we were in the street, my brother and I'm the youngest, and he said, this garbage man was passing by, and my brother looked at the garbage man and went, "A garbage man." And my mother said, "Everyone serves a very important part in our lives. The job of a garbage man keeps our country clean. They make sure that we can breathe in fresh air. It's one of the most important jobs one can have. Do not ever decry that of a garbage man." About a month later, she got called into the school, though, because they had to write what you want to be in your future. And my brother, who was really brilliant in maths and all that, had put down he wanted to be a garbage man. And the reason given was that inspired by his mother to do that. So she went to explain that she didn't really mean that is where he had to aim for, but she's just trying to show, and she was a teacher, so she had a lot of explaining to do. But, it's really a nice job, if you think about it. You work in the morning, and you have, most times after lunch, you're free. So it could be my next juncture. How many of you all know that Who Let the Dogs Out came from Trinidad? That song has grown all over the world, and it was one of our calypsos. I have whined to that song. And by the way, when we say whine, we do not mean drink. We mean a gyration of the hips. I am an expert of that. One day I will teach you.
I hear a woman shout out, "Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? And I bought call me Billy Boggins can tell. Get back, Fluffy, mash Fluffy, get back, you flea infested monkey."
That kind of hair couldn't come from weed. This is not a fed in here, this is madness. This is not the kind of jam where you stand like a chupidi begging for mercy. This is not a fed in here, this is